I was in a hit and run car accident in Rapid City. It was a car that I purchased for my daughter with all of my savings. She needed it to get to and from school and to get her brother to doctor's appointments and to work when I'm working up in Deadwood. And the cops couldn't figure out who did it, so I thought at a last-ditch effort, I would put it on Facebook and see if anyone knew any details or had heard about it at all. And a friend of a friend actually replied to it, and she said, "Hey, I go to this church and they have this great program called Shift, and maybe you could call the church and they could help you out with that car accident." When I first heard about Shift, I was just shocked that a church would do that for the community and how important it is for people to have that vehicle to get to work and to feed their families, quite frankly. And the outreach that they're doing in the community is amazing. So I met with Joe. I had to have the car towed there and dropped off. It was wrecked that bad. And I knew that I couldn't pay the thousands it was going to cost to fix it. And Pastor Joe said, "Well, let us look at it. Let us get in there and see how bad it is." If Shift wouldn't have helped me out at all, I probably would have had that CRV towed to the dump. And my daughter wouldn't have a vehicle because I spent the last of my savings to get that car for her. And we'd be shuffling. They'd be walking or riding the bus, or I'd have to ask friends and family to help out. And it just would have been very difficult not to have that extra vehicle in our family. You know, to have someone that was a complete stranger help me with my car, somebody I had never even met, just blew me away. It just knocks the breath out of you that someone is out there and so willing to give up their free time, along with, you know, Pastor Joe's crew. They all spent hours and hours, I'm sure, on this vehicle, and it just really, it's humbling to know that they're out there. The thing I took away from Shift helping me is that if you have a skill and you have something that you can do that would help out another family, then you should let people know that. You should be out there helping and doing your part. We live in a community, and to work together to make each other's lives a little bit easier really is what community is about. And walking away from Shift, I'm not afraid to say how proud I am to be part of Fountain Springs and what they're doing in the area. I really do continue to learn from God, and I continue to see things around me happening that I know He's making it happen. And this was a real good example of that. I didn't know Toni Johnson. She was a friend of a friend. She led me to Shift. From Shift, I went to Fountain Springs. From Fountain Springs, I'm talking to girlfriends, and I'm inviting more people in. So it's just amazing to me when you look around and you see how God's working and helping you in different ways. It's awesome to see that.